When Kevin Bruce Scott speaks, he speaks to your heart, not just to your mind. He has seen many different lives as an artist, businessman, salesman, even a farmer. And that helps him relate to all kinds of people. When you listen with your whole being, Kevin gives you a feeling of potential possibility in your life, something you may have forgotten you have hidden all along. He is a leader of leaders, a leader of men, an example for men of all walks of life. Kevin is the catalyst for the masculine expansion, an effort to show men that they are capable of so much more in today's society. The Word of Man program is, to date, his crowning achievement in which men quickly find their passion, purpose, and personal power. Kevin, you ready to rock this?
I'm ready to rock and roll.
He's ready to rock and roll. You are now live on Becoming Your Greatest Possible Self. Ho!
Yes. How's it going, man?
Doing amazing, brother. You know, running a marathon. You know how.
I apologize for the delay. Everyone out there that was watching this, waiting for this, I apologize. This was not my intended way to come onto the show. I wanted everything to go smooth and awesome. But hey, we're here now, so
we forgive you. We forgive you, Kevin. We you know you got a heart of gold, and with a face like that, come on. And the hair, oh man. So sexy. We forgive you. Oh man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome.
I appreciate it.
So, thank you so much for coming on. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, this man has been on and been a founding father of Becoming Your Greatest Possible Self. This thing becoming a reality, and really the pillars of this thing being built up and the foundation being built up to be what it is today and continue growing would not be possible without you, man. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much.
Thank you for believing in me and having faith in me and trust in me and allowing me to be a part of all this and helping it grow. I've loved every time I've been on the show.
Yes.
I've been on the show from all over the world. Realize that?
How many countries? Who's been on the show in the most countries? Kevin Scott!
I've been in 3 different countries, Canada, USA, and Mexico.
I love it, man. I love it. We got to get you to Europe or Asia or something.
Hey, we're going to Europe this summer, so let's make it happen.
We will. Awesome, man. So we're going to dive right into the question of the day, the theme of the day, which is based on evolution, which you also helped me create when we talked a few days ago. So thank you for that. It's been awesome. Tons of great responses. So Kevin, how are you evolving your corner of the world, your life, yourself, your community, your industry? How are you evolving and innovating in what you got going on?
I am evolving and innovating in the masculine space, masculine space. What I did over the last 5 years is I completely changed who I was and the way that I show up in the world. And I've made some big, massive realizations in the way that men in general show up. And we're going to talk about that here today. And that's what all of this is about. It's what the masculine expansion is about.
Boom!
I got it.
That tie.
And so the entire gist of the masculine expansion is I understand how we as men have been brought up in the last several hundred years is, our goal, our duty to the world is to provide, to protect, and procreate. That's the general gist of what it means to be a man, or what it has meant to be a man. But unfortunately, that's not enough anymore. It's been good enough for hundreds of years, but no longer, because women don't need us to provide. Women don't need us to protect. And sadly, women don't need us anymore. They can do it in all kinds of different ways. Where does that leave men? It leaves us on a precipice right now, wherein we can either choose to evolve or choose to get left behind. And I think there's a lot of men out there that don't know what to do. They're sitting in, I'm supposed to be this way. I'm supposed to do these things. I'm supposed to go to work and bring home money. I'm supposed to, work out and be able to protect. And I've done my job. We've got kids or maybe I don't want kids and that one's just kind of fallen off the wayside, whatever. But what am I supposed to do now? And there's a whole lot of lost men. And the crazy thing is, now I'm going to talk from the perspective of powerful women. And you're going to get you guys are going to get a lot more of this in a couple hours when Melanie's on. She's going to tell you the tail side. But there are still women out there that want an old school kind of guy who's going to do just those things. And that's totally cool. But we're talking from a power couple perspective. We're talking from the perspective of people that want more from high power women, high power business women. They don't need men, but they want man.
A man.
They want a man. But what they don't want is someone who believes that their duty in a relationship is to just provide, just protect, and just procreate a couple of times and have children and go, okay, I'm done. I've done my duty and I can now rest and do nothing else for the rest of time. No. How about we evolve? How about we say, all right, if it's no longer enough just to provide finances, what else can I provide? How about I provide romance? How about I provide passion? Maybe I can provide knowledge, education. And I can be 100% part of this relationship where it's no longer enough just for me to sit on the sidelines and allow my wife, my girlfriend, whomever, to take care of the relationship, take care of the kids. How be I provide some fathership, some leadership?
Yeah. And what I hear is the evolution, right? How do we evolve together? And how does I have this wife or partner see me as someone who's leading the charge in that evolution, leading to the new frontier, the growth, right? I think growth is a huge value that is being fulfilled by so many people, or people wanting fulfillment and growth these days. And if a man can say, I'm here to grow and grow with you, and it's going to be an amazing ride, an amazing time, fun, adventures, love, romance, and you're going to feel, I'm going to make you feel special, like you're the only woman, that's a recipe for success.
Yeah. And one of the interesting things I noticed when I first started this journey of mine, when I first got into self-development, I realized how many women were in the self-development realm.
Oh, yeah.
It was probably 10 to 1.
Yeah.
And yet, when a man does this kind of work, he becomes so incredibly powerful. He becomes unstoppable. And yet there's not a lot of men doing this kind of work because we grow up being taught, this is good enough. The male role models that we've had previously, while they did their job, they didn't evolve. And I, for one, don't want to be in a world where we're going to go backwards or we're going to stay stagnant. I'm leading the masculine expansion because I want more out of me. That's right. And I know that there are other people out there, especially women, that want more out of men. And like I said, when a man and a woman grow together, like I've got my business, Melanie's got her business, we grow together as well. We've got 3 different entities. You were just talking with Maria about the sort of the mastermind going on there. When you have that in a relationship, oh my God, everything is phenomenal. You continue to grow. If you're not growing, you're dying. I think I did a live on that just a couple of days ago.
That's right.
If you're growing, you're dying. And that happens in yourself, in your relationship, in your business, It's not good enough anymore just to be good enough. People want more from us. They desire, like I said, women want that man. Men want that man too. I want to see more men doing the stuff that I'm doing.
Yeah.
I want, maybe not exactly the same, don't take that literally. You can do this if you want. That's totally cool. But I want to see, I wrote a post today. It doesn't matter what your shape, size, height, color, religion, it doesn't matter about any of that. Just show the world that you're going to do one thing better than yesterday and do it every day. Don't sit back and allow life to run you. But nobody wants that. There are millions of men out there who don't realize how close their wife is to leaving them, because they think good enough is good enough. And in today's day and age, divorce is easy.
Yeah.
Today's day and age, everybody wants a little bit more. So it's the people that don't want that little bit more that are going to get left behind. And I want to help. It takes just a moment of realization to go, oh crap, I've just kind of been sitting here doing what I was told was good.
It's like the bare minimum. What used to be good, or what we're supposed to do, has become the bare minimum, has become mediocrity. And also, one thing I think that is important for relationships is a feeling of newness, a feeling of spontaneity, a feeling of there's always another layer, another level to discover. And if we're able to go the extra mile, quote unquote, in Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, he talks about always do more than what is asked of you. If we're always seeking, how do we go the extra mile today? How can I make her feel special today? Make him feel special today? Whatever side is using it. That extra mile mentality is so important to just become that philosophy that's how you operate in all areas of life, in your self growth, in your business growth, in your relationship growth, in your spiritual growth. How can I go just to do a little bit better, be a little bit better than I was yesterday, go the extra mile.
Yeah, we put so much effort and pressure on ourselves to provide. So as men, and so we're going out, we're doing the work. I know guys that are working 20 hours a day outside the home. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it's noble. It's incredible that you can friggin' do it. But if you're not going to put that much effort into your relationship as well, it's going to fall. It's going to crumble. You can't expect to not put any work into your relationship and go, this is the best thing I've ever experienced. It doesn't work that way.
Nope.
We've got to be willing to step outside what we've been told is the norm. We've been told is good enough, and say, all right, I do want more. I do want something else. Most men don't even have any clue what they want. I didn't. 5 years ago, Melanie said, what do you want? And my answer was a beer. And she said, no, be serious. What do you want? I said, I am serious. Okay, 2 beers. I have no idea. I never thought about what I wanted.
Man.
Because it wasn't manly to go after stuff in the mindset that I had then. It wasn't cool. Like in high school, I learned it. It wasn't cool to try. It definitely wasn't cool to be smart. It was cool to be athletic. It was cool to not care and just, skip school and go hang out. And that's what was cool. And so we're teaching so many boys who are now men and have that same mentality.
Yep.
The problem is we get to this age, we get to later 20s, 30s, 40s, even 50s, 60s, 70s, doesn't matter. And the little boy's still running the show. And we're trying to tell the next generation, and I see it all the time. The millennials, the kids today, oh my God, they don't care about anything. They don't care. They're not going to be able to get a job. Oh my God. Well, who's leading them?
Yeah.
Men whose little boy is still running them, men who have not taken themselves into their responsible masculine. And were the same way when they were that age. Well, I wasn't like that. I had a summer job and I did things. Yeah. And the generation before you said that you were lazy. Remember?
Yeah.
I was a teenager. My generation before me said you guys are all lazy.
There's also the perspective too. This is such a great point. And there's the perspective of what do you focus on? Because people who look back to the past and they see like, oh, kids today, this next generation, it's gone to shit. It's gone to, it's in the trash. And if, for me, I'm so excited for the next generation because they have so many advantages and technologies. And, there's tons of brilliant geniuses that are sprouting up doing stuff at like 8 years old that, they're better than me. They have more followers than me. So it's like, it depends on where you're focusing on. And I think that those kinds of comments really show clearly where someone is mentally in their maturity and what they're focusing on and how they're being as a leader in their life with their wife, with their spouse or girlfriend or whatever it is. So that's gold, man.
Yeah. And this is why evolving the masculine is so important.
Yeah.
Because whether you like it or not, this is the world we live in. You don't get to change it. Sorry. So what are you going to do about it? Sit back and go, no, this is me. This is who I am. I don't want to change for nobody. Are you going to let the little boy run the show still? Or are you going to step into your responsible masculine and go after something? What are you going to go after? This is the biggest leap of understanding that I had to go through. I realized I'd never really gone after anything. I'd never really put myself on the line and said, I'm going to go after that. Because, I went out, I did the college thing. I went out and I got the job and I had the job and then I had the lady and life was good.
Not really.
That's what I'm supposed to.
Not really.
But I was miserable. And I think there's 27 billion men. Well, okay, hang on now. Let me not.
Let's get these figures right. These ballpark.
3 billion men out there who are content and miserable. And it's because they're not willing to step outside what they've been taught. And that's where the evolution is. That's where enjoyment is. That's where fulfillment is found. We've got to be willing to look at all the other men in our community and say, I'm going to make a change for me. I'm going to step outside what you believe, what we all believed was what a man should be.
So what does that look like in practical terms, in terms of like someone taking action from this interview? Let's say there's a man listening right now and he's like ready to make a change. What does that look like for him?
He's got to join a men's group, join a group of guys that are already doing this so that he at least has some support to say, what you're doing now is good. And whatever it is, find your passions, guys. We go get the job, the practical job, and maybe it was our passion when we were in the early 20s. Now we're 40, and we go, God, I just don't enjoy this anymore. Yeah. But it's bringing in the money, but it's what I'm content with. And yet, if you don't have that passion, I guarantee your relationship is suffering because you don't have growth. So go out there and find something. Go after something. That I mean, it's tough to say what the something is because it's something different for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's this work with men. This is what fires me up. This is what gets me out of bed in the morning. My motto is to inspire and create space for men to access their own potential through the bond of brotherhood where no man feels alone. But yours could be tree trimming or artistry.
Or becoming your greatest possible self.
Yes. What it is, it's your creativity. That's your creation. Some people say, I'm not very creative. I disagree. Everyone's creative.
Yep.
If you're a doctor, that's creative. That's your creation. That's what you passion lies in creation. Passion lies in the creativity for me. And it could be designing bathrobes, whatever. Go do it, and don't let anyone say that that's not manly. Say that that's not what you should do, because it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter what it is you do. If you're going after your passion, that's masculine.
Yeah, and there's so many different ways to discover our passion. You know, look at your past. Look at your journey. What made you happy in the past? Was it team sports? Maybe you need some more camaraderie in your life. You're feeling isolated. Was it maybe you did some design, drawing, pottery, whatever? You know, maybe you need some more of that in your life. Was it watching lots of TVs and movies? Maybe you want to start your own review site or community where you get to share about, you know, movies and stuff. There's so many places to look for that passion and discover that, and then we get to be the creator of that, create our passion, put more of that in our life so that we can get those juices flowing to be the best man that we can be.
Hey, Gloria says he has the power to make a change, his world. It's exactly, everyone has the power to change their own world, and it just takes, honestly, it takes balls.
Yeah.
Women are doing it all over the place. Women are, because it's accepted. It's accepted for women now to go out and change their worlds.
Yeah.
But for men, because the general populace still believes in the old school way of doing things, it's not generally accepted. But anybody will tell you that you know, it's very masculine to stand up for what you desire. Yeah. You know, I'm a man. I don't listen to anybody else. Okay. Are you still listening to what everybody else says you should be? How you should act? How you should be masculine? How about stepping outside your comfort zone and saying, you know what? In high school, I wanted to be a cheerleader. And it was the most fun I'd ever had my whole entire life. And then got ridiculed for it. And now it feels bad. But you know what? I'm going to go do it anyway.
That's right.
I'm going to go do it anyway and screw what anybody else says. I want happy. I want to do something that brings me joy. It's not, people listen to this, it is not cool. It is not manly to be happy and joyful. That's the general thinking around masculinity.
Yeah.
It's not cool to be joyful? What? All the that I work with, I teach them, you got to do happy dances.
Yes.
You got to do happy dances. Get outside your comfort zone on what you believe is cool when it comes to celebration, and do some frickin' happy dances. That's because right. That feeling, that needs to be a part of who you are. If you want more things to celebrate, frickin' celebrate them.
Amen.
That's right there. If you could start, if any man watching this and you want something out of life, start doing happy dances when anything goes right in your life. If you get a free coffee, do a happy dance. If someone gives you a compliment in the line at the grocery store, do a happy dance right there. Just let yourself go. Let go of the inhibitions of what you believe is manly. And you're going to find what your own masculinity is through that, not whatever told you.
Hey, Kevin, Gloria said you're on point, and I know you're on point too. So you know what helps demonstrate a point is by doing it. So I think we're about to do a happy dance, Kevin. You ready?
Both of us. Actually, you know what? Everybody watching this. Everybody watching this. It is time to do a happy dance in 3, 2, 1.
Happy dance! Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was awesome.
And see the joy here, the smiles here. I'll bet you people at Petya says, "Watch me."
What?
Glory, oh my God, I do a happy dance. This is amazing. Amazing. Yeah, it brings joy to people. Like, why wouldn't we want to do that? Why is it that's not masculine to bring joy to people? How about providing joy?
Ooh.
Providing smiles.
Wow.
What was the other P? What's the middle one? It was provide, procreate, protect. Yes. How about protect the little boy inside you from all the stuff that you tell him?
Yeah. Be a defender of happiness, being the
I like
standard.
that. I like that. Defend the world against your previous self.
Mm. Yeah.
How's that?
Mm.
That's evolution, baby.
That's a noble service right there. You know, giving your life to something.
Yeah, it's the entire masculine expansion. It's about stepping outside what we have been taught is masculine, so that we can have something more for ourselves, so that we honestly, so we can keep up with the women. Not kidding. Not kidding. They are expanding. They are going through an incredible expansion, women.
Mm-hmm.
And it's awesome to see. And I love being a part of it. I love being with a powerful woman.
Yes.
Melanie is a freaking powerhouse. Those that have not seen her before, you're going to see her here in an hour and a half. Mm-hmm. And you're gonna realize the power together here, the growth that we have. But we weren't always like this. We needed to grow. We needed to have these understandings. We needed to have someone tell us, you know, there's something else out there that's available for you. But my goal is to change the way that men show up in the world in 2 generations. Because we got to start. As I said earlier, there's a lot of men asking the next generation to do something better when they're not willing to do it themselves. If you do something better, lead by example. If you want to make a change in the world, if you want to make a change in your community, you've got to be the example, and you've got to go first. You cannot ask someone else to do something you're not willing to do. It doesn't work.
So, you know, I want to kind of go into a shift gears a little bit and go into the power of our word in being able to be this man, this, you know, enlightened man, empowered man, the masculine expansion. Like, what does our word have to do with that whole concept?
How many times, I'm going to answer your question with a question.
Cool.
How many times have you told yourself, man, I should do that, and then not do it?
Many.
How many day? How many times a day do we do that? And every time we say, I'm going to mow the lawn tomorrow, and then we don't do it for this, that reason or other. Oh, I was busy. Oh, it rained, so the timing's not good now. Oh, this too sunny. I didn't have my suntan lotion. Well, my sunglasses were broken. Well, I didn't have the bag on the lawnmower. It was broken. Excuse. Every time we don't keep our word to ourselves, we make it easier to break our word to other people. We become less trustworthy, and we lose our own power. We drain energy right directly from our soul. It comes right out of your chest, and it just goes, and you will never get that energy back. You've got to build that. You've got to build it, and more and more and more. Keep your word to yourself. This, as you said in the intro, the Word of Man program, this is my crowning achievement. As I started doing this for me, everything started changing in my life. I am so disciplined. Oh my goodness. I learned how to be disciplined by keeping my word to myself, by challenging myself to say, you know what, I'm going to do it. I've been saying I'm going to work out, and I would work out for a month, and then, I wouldn't go for a day, and it would take everything I had to try and get it back where I could go again and again and again.
Yeah.
But now I said, no, I need to do this for me. I need to do this for everybody that follows me. I need to do this for the world. I need to do this for anybody that looks up to me. Because whether we like it or not, gentlemen, we are role models. The question is, what are you giving off as your role model? Are you proud of what other people are going to do that you do? So I became uber disciplined in my workouts, and I have transformed my body in a very short time.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. But it's not just about working out, obviously. It's about anything. It's about business. It's about, in relationships especially, keep your word to yourself.
Yeah.
You made a promise one day when you put a ring on someone's finger. How's that going? Doesn't just mean stand by you. Doesn't mean you're gonna stay. I'm
gonna be in the same physical house as you.
Yeah.
That's it, right?
I'm doing my duty. That's it. That's my duty as a man. I put the house here. I'm done. It needs more than that. We've got to keep our word to ourselves so that we can feel so much more powerful. And there are so many men out there in the world that feel powerless. But it starts inside first. It starts in the head. It starts in the heart. It starts in the body.
In the balls.
We've got to keep moving. That's why dance is so important. Yes. Movement changes man.
Yes.
And I always say, I mean, I don't care if you lift heavy weights. That doesn't make a man to me.
No.
But move your body somehow.
Yeah.
Whether it's walking, if it's just walking, do that.
They say flex. They say, right? Someone said, I don't know who. I don't have a source, but it's probably some ancient Chinese proverb or something. The ability to be flexible, right? The flexibility that we have determines our youth. For the people who are old and rigid, they get injured. They fall over. They don't have balance. They get injured, and then they're screwed, because the healing takes way longer. And it's like, if you want to be youthful, if you want to be vibrant, if you want to be alive, if you want to have a great life, if you want to live a long time or leave a great legacy, stretch. First freaking thing to learn, start doing is stretch. Even if it's just like waving around your arms or like twisting your body a little bit. And I think the big thing is, for me, I know I used to be very self-conscious about like stretching in public or moving whatever in public, doing yoga in public. I'm like, I just don't care anymore. No, because it's like, I'm never going to see these people again, probably, so screw it.
Yeah. And, I did a video with Aaron Huey the other day, which I posted in Effortless Alphas, about going to the gym, because so many people don't want to go to the gym because they're afraid of what other people are going to think. I'll tell you what, people at the gym, they're also afraid of what other people are thinking. Yeah. That's what you think.
Totally.
And so, you know what I do when I go to the gym?
What?
I smile at everybody. I just smile. I laugh. I enjoy my time there. Everybody at the gym is so serious. push it. I gotta lift this. Get that. I get that, when you're actually lifting, you may a little internal anger to get it up there. I get that. But people keep to themselves so much. Most people are they got the headphones on. They're just completely into their own thing. They don't give a crap what you're doing. Right. They really don't care what you look like doing the things. They don't care what you, and for the big guys that are out there, I guarantee you, they love seeing people just starting. They love it. Yeah. I love it. When I see little skinny guys that are first starting out in the gym, or bigger people who are just starting out on the treadmills, whatever, I love that. Yeah. I'm like, man, that's inspiring to everybody in there. It's not the guy that's lifting 700 pounds. That's kudos. Like, that took a lot of work. But what's inspiring is somebody making a change. The guy that's lifting 700 pounds has been there for 10 years. Yeah. Every day. Yes, incredible discipline. Yes, great role model for discipline. But it's the people that make the change and are determined to do something about it that are the biggest inspirations for me anyway. Yeah. And for a lot of people. That's right. We've got some comments. I see the burning of positivity. It's crazy how some motivation can come a long ways. Thank you, Gloria. That's awesome. Bet you can't wait to watch Melanie. Yeah, I know. I'm going to watch too. Wow. Yes. Somebody's dance. Oh, that was your happy dance. Amazing. Everybody did happy dance with us. I can't wait to see the comments on replay. This will be fun.
So we talked about the power of the word, right? And I think one big thing to distinguish that we may have already said, but to drive home, is it doesn't matter how big or small the commitment is, or how big or small the promise is, or the accountability to the task. Even if it's smiling at one person today or every day or whatever the promise is, like, don't have this mentality where it has to be big. Because I know for me as a man, like, I always wanted it to be powerful and profound and important and impactful. And if it wasn't big or epic, I would keep like raising the bar on myself till I didn't even like want to do it, or I'd shoot myself in the foot before I even started. Or, 2 days in, I'm like, bro, like, this is impossible. Screw this. So start with what you can do and be grateful and acknowledge yourself for even starting.
Small can be very impactful.
Yes.
Especially for people that are down in the dumps. You can just say, hey, great job today. That's impactful. After you get done a marathon day, if I reach out and say, man, that was awesome today, congratulations. That's impactful. I mean, you're probably either A, on a super high at the end, or B, just fall asleep. Or maybe both. And just putting that little bit out there. Little bits go a long ways. I did a post on my business page the other day about how small things are far more impactful in relationships than big things. Melanie loves macaroons. Mm-hmm. So when I see a macaroon, I will buy her one. And I will bring it home. And I will give her a macaroon. And the joy, the reaction that I get from a macaroon is far greater than taking her out for a fancy meal, an entire cake at the end. Because it shows intention, it shows forethought, it shows romance, it shows love. Little gestures, little things can be way more impactful than the big things. So we don't have to rely on the big, massive things. Yes, they're great. Yes, they're wonderful. And we all want to have an amazing impact. But don't discount the little things. The consistency. This is what so many people don't understand, because they don't get immediate gratification off the hop trying something new. You're starting a business and you're 3 months in and you don't have a lot of results. Are you going to continue being consistent or give up? This isn't it. This is what I used to do. I'd be in it. The first few hurdles, nope, this isn't. No, it's, it just didn't work for me. Ugh. God, if I knew what I know now, I'd have been successful a long time ago in a whole bunch of different things. But because I give up at the first couple hurdles and just never really went back full bore into it and gave all of me into it until I finally said, with the Effortless Alphas and this coaching and everything, I said, this is what I'm going to do.
Boom.
I made a decision. I said, I will do this until the day that I die. And if I don't make any money at it, because I had another job when I started, if I don't make any money at it, I will still continue to do this because I know that this is my passion. I know I can change the world. And it may be that I go with, what was it, Van Gogh. He didn't sell any paintings until like 100 years after he died. But he's one of the most famous painters ever.
Yeah.
If that's my legacy, let it be. But I will not stop. Because I want to change the world, because I want to do this for me, and I want to do this for millions of other people. I want to help the world evolve. I watch it and I go, how are we still here? How are we still destroying the planet? How are we not, space exploring? How do we not have a cure for cancer yet? How is it possible? Because we're still trying to maintain, as men, I can't speak for the women here because women are doing it. But as men, so many of us, the general feeling around being a man is it's good enough. And I don't want to change for anybody else. And that's not good enough for me.
Boom.
Boom. What was your question?
It was somewhere back there. So we're having a lot of fun. Gloria said it's giving back. Never give up. A great leader never puts down. Is gold. Gold. So
a great leader never puts down. Yes, precisely.
Puts down. So wow, D, right on. It's your world. So, Kevin, final, really like packaging this all up into a boom to get these men out there who are listening to take action, to see the potential in themselves, to honor their word, and really go after something, to make something of themselves that they maybe didn't even see possible before. Let's share a vision with them and get them and invite them to step into action.
The only thing you have to gain by going after it, by going after this, by jumping on this evolution bandwagon, is fulfillment, joy, greatness, insane amounts of possibility, and the best feeling on the planet.
Is everything you ever dreamed of.
More than anything you've ever dreamed of.
Yeah.
I'll bet you haven't dreamed of anything like this since you were a teenager or before. And what you have to lose is everything. All of that. Unless you actually choose at some point to make a decision to go after something more, you will always have what you've always had. And that is sad.
And to everyone listening who might be a devil's advocate type, like, oh, come on, a skeptic, right? Because we have some skeptics around us, and we appreciate you and thank you for your ability to, pose counterpoints and stuff like that. I would say, like, what would you say, Kevin? What would you say to the skeptic who is like, yeah, I've heard that before, or how do I know you're like, I'll really get everything? It sounds like a big freaking promise. How do I know it's going to deliver?
Have you ever felt it before? Have you ever felt that incredible joy? Have you ever felt like, oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever done? And just you're fired up. You really want to do it. You want to do whatever it is. And maybe it was sports. For a lot of men, it's sports. I know for me, it was sports as a kid. I just friggin' love baseball. Oh my God, I get so excited about baseball. Every spring baseball comes around. It's awesome. And I never, ever dreamed I would be able to do the things that I'm doing now. I've visited 13 ballparks now. We're going to go to all of them.
Yes.
Baseball cap from each one. I never thought that was possible. And I friggin' love my life right now. And I know it's going to keep getting better because I just keep growing and growing and growing, and I don't stop. I don't want to stop. But if you don't try, I guarantee you'll be right. I was a skeptic. I was a total skeptic. Oh my God. I'll tell you, the first conversation, one of the very first conversations Melanie and I ever had, because 5 years ago, I was thinking, okay, self-development people, it's a bunch of hooey, it's a bunch of woo. We're gypsies, and we've just, got a whole bunch of money and no brains. That's who I was.
Right.
And Melanie, I meet her, and she says, I'm a life coach. All right. I kid you not. This was the exact conversation. I said, okay, genius, fix me. And she said, no, you don't want to be fixed.
Ooh. You said you don't want to be fixed, right?
You don't want to be fixed.
Huh?
And I was like, whoa. Because I had always prided myself on being a man who embraced change. But I wasn't really willing to go after change. I would just let change happen and be okay with it. I was a man, I thought I was someone who embraced change, but I was someone who allowed difference, which is not the same thing. I was so bloody boring.
Bloody boring?
I just let things roll off my back, and it's no wonder I was in awful relationship after awful relationship. I mean, it was great at the time, but I never showed up. I never showed up, and I hurt a lot of I hurt some women, and some women hurt me, and all because of me. Because I wasn't willing to actually show up and give 100% of myself to a relationship. And when I finally said, ooh, that was my fault. Oops. What can I do now? Now that I know everything that I've done up until this point, everything, all of the jobs that I got quit or fired, all of the things that didn't work, my shitty financial situation, pardon the swearing, my failed relationships, every single thing because everything, my fault. And when you accept that responsibility, you can do something about it. But if you don't accept that responsibility, you're going to continue having financial struggles, relationship struggles, business struggles. It's going to continue. You've got to take responsibility for everything, even if it's not your fault. About that? I was going to say, take it like a man. Responsibility like a man.
Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Kevin Scott, you're the man. How do people stay connected with you? Because I know we got some audience members who are loving this, whether it's live or the replay on podcast, YouTube, wherever. How do they get a hold of you and stay connected?
EffortlessAlpha.com. And if you want to be a man of your word, go to effortlessalpha.com/thewordofman, which I believe is just below my face here, is it not? Nope, it's not. Okay. effortlessalpha.com/thewordofman. That is where you're going to find yourself.
Beautiful.
All the pricing is there and everything for that. And send a message to me. Let me know that you heard me on the Chris Burns show, and I'll have a little something to say.
Boom.
If you go and take part in one of the programs there. But you can also follow me on Facebook. Obviously, you guys, if you're watching here, you can find my link there. Friend me. Mm-hmm. You got questions. Ladies, make sure you watch in a couple hours for Melanie, because and then if you are a couple and you want to be a power couple, Melanie and I have something coming that I think everyone is going to enjoy.
Ooh.
But don't say anything.
Kevin Scott, you're the man. Thank you for leading the Masculine Expansion, brother. It's always a pleasure having you on here. And dude, like, I've been striving to take notes on all the interviews that I'm doing today, and I was just like so riveted in the conversation. I was like I didn't write anything. I was like, fuck. I mean, dang it.
Good thing this is recorded.
Yes. So, dude.
Yeah.
We love you here, man. Thank you so much for your gifts and what you're bringing to the world. This is only the beginning. We're going to be seeing so much more of you in the coming months and years. So keep up the great work. Keep honoring your word, and keep inviting men into this greatness, man. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Love you, man. Thank you for having me on again. Let's do it again soon. We'll do it from Europe.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. I love you guys, too. If I haven't met you before, connect with me. It would be great. And I look forward to seeing you in social media land.
Boom. Love it. Peace.
Thanks. Cheers.